2K Sports presents the NBA. Alongside Greg Anthony, Coach Stan Van Gundy, and our reporter, the Hall of Famer David Aldridge, I'm Kevin Harlan. And tonight, we'll be joined by the man with his finger on the pulse of the NBA, no one better than Shams Charania. Shams, it is so great to have you courtside with us.
Well, Kevin, thank you so much.
And Shams, New York really putting something together around Jalen Brunson.
Knicks fans have a lot of reason for optimism. It'll be interesting to me, though, to see if this team can get further and further in the Eastern Conference to a conference finals, maybe to an NBA finals, and winning a championship. But how can they continue to surround Jalen Brunson with superstar talent? That will be interesting to monitor in New York.
Absolutely. That front office will really be looked at as they try to build the pieces around this terrific young player.
Now they have stability, they have assets, they have players that they can trade that are wanted around the league. So this New York team, they finally have direction, and they finally have hope, and they finally have a chance to win in the East.
Absolutely. Looking at the starting five for the Atlanta Hawks. The front court is Shea and Johnson. Daniels out there with Trae Young. Oh, wow, what a great move inside.
That is incredible. What a powerful dunk by Towns, showing the rim no mercy.
And great camera work showing up on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Now Young. Pass to Daniels. Johnson outside. Here's Shea. Lock at 6. Plays it up and in on the nice reverse. Shams, with as often as you've interacted with front offices all over the NBA, have you noticed any changes with how franchises operate with both the players and the media and that relationship and where it may be headed?
Everything has to be more specialized now in the organizations, but you're seeing true partnerships develop with teams and their players, especially their top players. Teams have to pay more attention now to data, to metrics than ever before. And the relationship between your top players in the organization, that is very, very important. And the teams that do a good job of managing relationships, of managing expectations, that is clearly what separates the elite teams with the bottom teams. And certainly players in today's generation are very, very polished when it comes to the media.
Oh, you framed that so well. Out of bounds, Atlanta takes possession. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, earlier I spoke with Tom Thibodeau. Now, I talked with him about the challenges of guarding someone like Trae Young. Coach said, as soon as he crosses half court, you got to be on him. I told our guys, no separation. Of course, this defense will have to be very aggressive if they hope to stop Trae. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David.
Well, you can tell he's forcing things a bit at the moment. He's been trying to get it going, but this hasn't been his quarter.
And the Knicks miss again. Hawks have gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. All right, Shams, I know you can't reveal all your secrets, but how do you develop relationships with your sources, the players, the agents, the GMs, the scouts all over the NBA?
It comes year after year. This has been something I've been doing for the better course of the last 15 years. So for me, it's about relationships, it's about daily communication, and making sure that I keep the trust, I keep the faith, and I keep a level of respect with everyone that I come across. Relationships are the name of the game, especially in the NBA.
Well, that's what I've heard about you. They trust you. So if they're going to confide, they know they can trust you. I would think that would be maybe the core of how you operate.
Trust and faith, and that develops early, not taking shortcuts. I'm very much for the long game.
Outstanding. All right, with us, screen on Young. Bridges left side. And it's out of bounds to New York. They'll retain possession.
Taking a look here at some numbers for Trae Young. Coming off a terrific season. Last season, he averaged 25 points per, 10 assists, and 2 rebounds. And most of all, you have to love the defensive grit he brings to games when he comes off the bench.
Yeah, I love having options like him off the bench. Guys who bring effort. They can change the attitude of a team.
Here's LeVert. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That's on Jalen Brunson.
Oh, tricky shot. for LeVert. Defense is all over him, but he draws a foul on that attempt.
The Hawks shooting their first foul shots of the night here.
And when you look at their numbers from a season ago, 80% as a unit, that's something you'll be happy with.
The first free throw is good. So for the Knicks, Miles McBride's checked in for Bridges. And Cameron Payne subbed in for Jalen Brunson. LeVert hits both of them. And Tom Thibodeau decides to call timeout. He wants to talk to his guys.
Trying to find some answers offensively.
Yeah, they just have to be more patient. Less forcing and more passing.
And now, here's the 2K leaderboard with the teams that last season scored the most second-chance points in the NBA. Second, the Knicks. The fourth spot held by the Hawks.
And this is a battle today between two teams that really dominated the offensive glass a year ago. And they also convert when they get those second-chance opportunities.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
And taking a look back at his performance at the line a year ago, rock solid 79%.
Matthews, he's checked in for Atlanta. Free throw good, Hart. And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, this is his first free throw of the game.
And converted more than 4 out of every 5 free throw attempts last year. So just solid at the line.
And the first one at the line is good. Both free throws good from Matthews.
Well, he's been very good at the line, and we all know free throws can make or break you in the end.
It's hauled in by Clint Capella.
Come on, you can't be doing that. I know these guys want to put on a show, but you can't pass up scoring opportunities.
And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a three-point play. Going to the line for one.
What a great touch on that shot from LeVert. Even the foul can't interrupt the rhythm of his mechanics.
The Hawks have hit all 4 of their chances so far in this one. Catching up on the changes for New York. Robinson comes in for Josh Hart. And it's Bridges in for Cameron Payne. Larry Nance is checked in for Atlanta. Knicks trail by 8. Bridges inside. Defended by Mann. Towns the screen. McBride passes to Towns. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
Well, Towns gives you some interesting options in the two-man game. He can both pick and roll and pick and pop.
Mann passes to Nance. 40 seconds left to play in the first quarter. LeVert. Pass to Capella. 5 to shoot. Over Robinson. And it's Capella missing.
Well, that wasn't a bad shot. Defense playing a little loose there. Sometimes it just doesn't go in.
Towns, the pass to McBride. Johnson against Anunoby. Here's Bridges. He gets that one.
Well, the defense can't lose track of him. He's just too talented offensively.
It's tipped, and he gets it back. No shortage of scoring here at the end of the first quarter. Hawks ahead, up by 4. The second quarter coming up right after this break, so don't go anywhere. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And for the Hawks guys, what stands out to you stats-wise?
Aggressive at running guys to the backboard. You could tell it was part of their game plan coming in.
Yeah, we're not surprised by this. These guys work hard, and they are physical.
And for Atlanta, they come in off a good outing against Brooklyn. And things can get so intense when NBA rumors start flying, Shams. You know that. The teams are just kind of holding on sometimes for dear life. What is it like when you break a major NBA story like you've done numerous times?
It's like when your heart skips a beat, Kevin. It's like when you feel like you are in such a rush and there's a surge of excitement that hits every particle of your body. Every profession obviously has a big payoff, but everything happens so fast. But when it happens, it makes all the hard work worth it, but it certainly brings a great feeling, and I definitely get goosebumps to this day.
You get goosebumps, but the hard work you put in to get that story, I know what you guys go through. It is amazing the hours you spend on it.
365, 24/7.
Wow. We've got Payne. Robinson is out there with Anunoby. Then it's Mikal Bridges. And it's McBride in at the 2. There, the group in New York will start the second one. The kick out to Anunoby. Sinks the triple. Anunoby's got 5 points so far. Shams, we know you grew up in Chicago. I'm assuming you grew up a Bulls fan. Who didn't? And you had to have a favorite player growing up with those terrific teams.
I was a big-time fan of hoops in general. Definitely someone for me was Kobe Bryant. That someone wasn't a Bulls player. We almost got him one year, but that was someone I grew up watching. Kevin, did you have a favorite team or player growing up?
Well, I love Kobe. I called every season of LeBron and every season of Kobe Bryant. And Bryant actually did stuff for 2K. As you know, not too long ago, before his passing, we sat down for a couple hours. But I hate to rank them because Kobe, Jordan, and LeBron are all right there at the very, very top. Hard to beat Jordan, right?
Very hard to beat Jordan. Obviously, the GOAT, the greatest of all time. Kobe, for me, watching growing up, that was the closest thing that I had.
For the Hawks, Okongwu's checked in for Capella, and Daniels subbed in for Terrence Mann. Well, the latest CBA introducing the second apron, limiting Shams what teams above the cap can do. How does that new rule affect teams?
Decision makers tell me that they're very much keeping an eye on the second apron, not only of their team, but others, and teams that will have to shed salary because of the second apron and the amount of big contracts we're going to see teams give to players. You're going to see it at the top, but that may dwindle in the middle of their roster. But we will see a more competitive league because of these new CBA changes and less of a chance of super teams and just more parity and dispersed talent.
Do you constantly read over some of these CBA agreements? I would assume that you do to have a full understanding of terms like the apron, like we just talked about, or all the other things, the luxury tax, all the things that make deals possible.
It's one thing to have luxury tax, it's a whole other animal now to have the second apron. And that, certainly for teams that are deep in the second apron, that limits their ability to go make major trades, to be able to sign players for more than the minimum. And we're seeing that happen to at least one or two teams around the league right now. So how will that impact things? But certainly the CBA being 50, 60, 70 pages, that's something you pour through before every calendar year.
It is just fascinating. Knicks trail by 3. Robinson sets a screen for Anunoby. A three-pointer is right on target. Anunoby's got 8 points in the quarter.
Well, it took him a while to get his legs under him. He didn't do much in the first quarter, but now he's off and running.
Here's Ricochet. And the dunk by Ricochet.
Yeah, if you give Ricochet a chance at the rim, he's going to make you pay.
Bridges finds McBride. It's Robinson high post. Bridges left side. Here's Daniels, defended by DiVincenzo. Young looking around. Nifty move. And that's 2 points on the layup. Now it's a 4-point Hawks lead.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
And Shams, what an absolute delight it has been having you courtside with all of us tonight. Thank you so much for taking time to join us. It has been a true pleasure.
Thanks so much for the invite. I can't wait to do it again sometime. I'm honored. I'm privileged.
Oh, we are going to hold you to that. Thank you again. And what a treat it was to have Shams stop by. He's definitely become part of the fabric of the NBA.
Yeah, and I'll say this. You won't meet a harder worker in terms of NBA coverage. Shams has amazing dedication to his craft.
So for the Knicks, Karl Anthony Towns checked in for Mitchell Robinson. Josh Hart comes in for OG Anunoby. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Miles McBride. And a change for the Hawks. LeVert's checked in. Here is Daniels. Brunson covering. 1:04 left in the first half of the game. Here's LeVert. And the layup is good. LeVert's got 8.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Driving the lane. Can't connect from short range. Knicks trail by 3. Brunson surveying the D. And the Knicks hit again from deep.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Pass to Rizichet. LeVert against DiVincenzo. Count that one. LeVert's got 5 points in the quarter.
And got to push LeVert out of that area because he's very comfortable looking to score from there.
And here's Brunson outside. Okongwu grabs the board. Okongwu's now got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Daniels kicks to Johnson. The shot's good on the assist by Daniels. Now it's a 4-point Atlanta lead.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Bucks lead by 4. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much. With Quinn Snyder, Coach, great offense in the first half. What made it possible?
I think we're executing pretty well. Moving them around a little bit with some fakes. And guys are just playing aggressive as much as anything. But if we get a few more stops.
It's been good so far, Coach. Thanks for your time. Back to you.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow. Right here on 2K Sports.
Welcome to halftime. First up, let's check out what games are tipping off tonight. The Nets out in Brooklyn will go up against the Heat. That one gets going 7:30 Eastern Time.
This is going to be either a lopsided game or a terrific upset.
All right, let's get to our featured game where Trae Young has been having himself one heck of a night so far.
I like that he's not settling on offense. He's staying aggressive, finding high-quality looks. That's why he's shooting with SLE, Shaq-like efficiency.
And we all know that's elite efficiency. That is more than enough of us. Let's send you back to the game. Kevin Harlan and crew with the second half.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Without question, Trae Young displaying his skills today.
His play so far is what fans love about him. He has gone right at the defense time and time again.
Yeah, he hasn't been settling. He's getting to the rim, and that's him at his best.
Checking out the group for Quinn Snyder to start the second half. In the post, it'll be Johnson and Okongwu. Young is out there with Daniels. And it's Rizichet in at the 3, the small forward.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
Johnson outside. Hits it from three-point range. Johnson's got the first basket of the third quarter for Atlanta. And Greg, you think about what they call float game. Why does that one shot earn a nickname like that?
I mean, it's a badge of respect, right? The floaters, teardrops, whatever you call them,
runners, often the finishing touch to an already well-developed offensive arsenal.
Hart with the screen for DiVincenzo. No good that time.
Ugh, ugly start to the second half. They've missed their first 4. They've got to get on track.
Here's Rizeshay, defended by Bridges. Young's shot is off. Knicks trail by 7. Here's Hart, takes it inside.
You know, great feed there by Jalen Brunson, a terrific facilitator.
Right around a minute and a half played here in the third quarter. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thank you, Kevin. Jalen Brunson is a very cerebral player. He says he focuses on the little things. The attention to detail has made the game a lot easier. I know what I'm capable of. So as long as I keep working on my craft, keep the same mindset, only good things are going to happen for me. Kevin, back to you.
Good stuff, David. Amazing how far he has come. We appreciate the report. Hart, the pass to Brunson. There's the pick. Takes the 3. And it's Daniels with the rebound. Atlanta leading by 7. And with this era of the Atlanta Hawks, Greg, they've gone as far as their defense has let them.
You look back at their conference finals run in 21. That was the last time they had a top 10 defense. So scoring's never been the issue with this core, but defense has been non-existent.
And here's Brunson outside. Connects from three-point range. Brunson's got his 3rd basket of the night. Pass to Rizeshay. And here's Daniels on the wing. Johnson. Okongwu kicks to Johnson. Young against Brunson. 5 on the clock. Beyond the arc. And that's good. Trae Young for 3. Young's got the lead up to 9 now for Atlanta. DiVincenzo finds Towns. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Here's Rizeshay. Brunson covering. Young with no one around. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. Bridges passes to Brunson. Brunson down the lane. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Brunson's got 5 points now in the quarter. And we'll have a timeout called by Quinn Snyder. He's ready to talk things through with the team. Checked in for the Knicks. Atlanta also making some changes here. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Okongwu. Mann comes in for Rizeshay. And it's LeVert in for Young. To the paint. Here's Daniels. Good, and it's Johnson with the assist that time. And the Hawks lead by 9.
Well, Daniels has good length, so this close in, he can use that to his advantage.
Brunson the pass to Hart. Howard down after the assist. Let him into the lane.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Well, that's exactly what's needed when you're trying to turn things around.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Josh Hart. That is his first foul of the game. Larry Nance is checked in for the Hawks.
Now into the lineup for the Hawks. Number 22. Larry Nance Jr.
58 seconds left to play in the third. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. 6 on the shot clock. Here's LeVert. Bridges with the board. Knicks trail by 7. Hart with the screen for Brunson. A rebound by Johnson.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
Mann gets the bucket.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Tipped away. Here's Anunoby. Nance with some nice D.
Oh, nice job protecting the rim, turning an easy bucket into a miss.
Anunoby against Johnson. Pass to LeVert. Back to Johnson. Launches a three. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. It's Atlanta. They lead by 9. And time for the short break, and stay right where you are. The fourth quarter is coming up next. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Yeah, well, this is the diversification of positions in this league. Everyone does everything now.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Miles McBride out there with Dante DiVincenzo. Then it's OG Anunoby. Then there's Towns, and it's Robinson. And at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So that's who's on the floor for the Knicks.
Well, you can count on Towns to finish with strength anytime he has the chance.
And so LeVert will bring it up for Atlanta. They'll be hosting Orlando for the next one. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. No coverage that time. LeVert's got the lead up to 9 now for the Hawks.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from there.
Here's Anunoby. Good, and the assist goes to Towns. And that's now 10 points for OG Anunoby. The Hawks leading by 7. Young from outside buries it from three-point range.
I mean, look, Trae Young is getting whatever he wants. Just keep getting him the ball.
And the timeout called here by Tom Thibodeau. It's a chance for them to regroup and refocus. Hawks making a switch here. Daniels has checked in. And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Thanks, guys. I listened to Tom Thibodeau talking to his team during the break. Now, he had some pros and cons. He said, I like our play inside. But what's happening at the arc, fellas? We got to start making some shots. Needs more production from the outside. Guys?
Thank you, David. Charity stripe shot. And again, it's Atlanta.
And for Daniels, that's a comfortable range for him. And he's big enough that he can shoot over the top of the defense.
Towns with it. He's picked up by Nance. Stan, isn't it terrific? We're seeing these great stars in the NBA extending their careers more than ever before.
We certainly are, Kevin, and it's great for the league. The league keeps getting younger, though. These guys come into the league earlier. But I think what players have learned, it's not even just the basketball part. It's the strength and conditioning. It's the nutrition. They've taken care of themselves better, and that allows them to last longer.
And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. GA, as you know, Jalen Brunson is a second-generation NBA player.
Yeah, his dad, Rick Brunson, was an 11-year vet who also played overseas and eventually settled in as a coach in this league. So Jalen grew up in those NBA locker rooms.
The Hawks leading by 9. Knocks it loose. Stolen by Brunson. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It goes on Jalen Johnson.
And one area where Brunson's improved is in the clutch. He's a monster in crunch time. Nice to have a player you can depend on in those key situations.
And not a single free throw attempt in that first half, but he has been far more active since the break and drawn some fouls.
And Young kicks to Johnson. Reza Shea wide open. That's in, coming off an assist from Johnson. Johnson's got his 3rd assist on the night. Brunson, left side. Towns, a screen on Young. And again, it's the Knicks missing.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Here's Daniels. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. And they're staring at a sizable deficit.
And still within reach, though, that they don't have to rush things.
Back to Hart. Drops in the layup for two.
And the way that Brunson is just so calm in the pick and roll. Boy, he is smooth.
And here's Young from the arc. Another three for Atlanta.
Yeah, he's in such a great rhythm right now. Makes sense to get him the ball any way you can.
Yeah, when you have a guy playing like he has been recently, he's got to be the first option on every possession.
The competitive spirit of Brunson shining through. He just had to answer that last shot.
Here's Young. Count that bucket. Young's got 13 points here in the second half alone.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
An unorganized defense like that is not going to help them close this deficit.
He has really made an impact from beyond today. That's another triple.
And when you have shooters feeling it from distance, it feels like no lead is safe because points can get put up in a hurry.
First personal foul. First team foul.
1:29 left in the fourth quarter. To the middle. Just 5 to shoot. Pass to Daniels. Shoots over DiVincenzo. Daniels, no good. Knicks trail by 7.
This has reached desperation time for him.
It's not going to be easy now. They're going to need just about everything to go right from this point on.
And he lives for the moment. Brunson playing his best during crunch time.
And let's get your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the Hawks.
Well, they've shown just outstanding effort defensively, and it's resulted in several forced turnovers.
And they've also made a point to protect the rim tonight. All game long, they've been challenging or blocking shots.
Yeah, you know, guys, the amount of offense that Young creates for himself and his teammates is staggering. This guy does it all.
Atlanta's gone outside a lot tonight. 17 times, in fact. 7 of 17. He's off on that one. Some solid defense from Hart. And Brunson has it in the corner. And they go to the intentional foul.
Brunson. Fourth personal foul. 13th foul. Daniels. At the line. 2 shots.
And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now on the second. That's good. Going 1 of 2 from the line, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
You can call Dyson Daniels a 6'8" point guard. He is great handling the ball, and let me tell you, few better defenders than Daniels in the league.
Towns with the steal.
Just too big a deficit to come back from at this point.
Well, you want your players to keep playing hard, but let's be honest. This game's over.
Young against Towns. Shots good from Young.
Look at that touch. Not many do it better than Young.
Here's New York. They trail by 9 points. Hart with the screen for Brunson. So the Hawks take the win. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time, GA, this one wound down.
And that's what you want to do. Take the crowd out of it by crunch time. Don't give them any chance to lift their team up at the finish.
And now we'll go to David Aldridge, who's standing by with our player of the game. Take it away, David.
Kevin, thank you. Trey, this is a young team. So what is the chemistry and connection that lets you play together so well?
I mean, you're around us outside of the locker room. I mean, you can tell why we support each other so well, and the energy we have for each other on the court. I mean, you can tell the reason why we do that. And I mean, I love this group.
Well, congrats on the win, man. Appreciate your time.
Thank you, David. And that'll do it, folks. So now for Greg